I think everybody knows the sacrifice that they have to make in order for us to win. You know, Mo, he's been starting the last, 2 or 3 years, and he's been doing well. But with this team, the roles are a little different. His role changed, and, being the good person that he is, he accepted his role. And, we've been winning. He still plays in the crunch time minutes. He still gets his minutes. He still gets a lot of shots. But he's still professional. He still comes to work every day, and he's been getting better every day.
That said, have you ever been part of such a team atmosphere like this one?
Not since high school. Not since high school. I think everybody has just gelled so quickly, and this is our first year together. We're still doing pretty good. We want to get to a better place, but we're still doing all right, and we just have to keep getting better and growing together, and we can get a lot better than what we are now.
Chris, you talk about the different roles. How about the role of being a first-place team in your division? I don't know if you envisioned that this year, but, how good does that feel as you see the gap starting to get a little bigger, too?
Well, it feels real good. Everybody envisioned us within the organization, envisioned us winning the Atlantic Division and being in the top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference. We had to believe in ourselves first. Now I think everybody kind of sees it. And, we're right where we want to be. We have that little gap that we're talking about, so we're in control of our own destiny. We don't have to look at the TV and see if the Nets are losing to put us where we want to be. We just have to keep winning games and keep doing the things we've been doing.
So no scoreboard watching at all?
Well, of course. I'm not going to say it's none, but, it's a difference in looking, hoping they lose, so, we can still be one game ahead or tied,
Nice to have that breathing room, but how about the fact that just before you hit the All-Star break, you got a few games at home here where you can actually take care of some business and maybe widen that gap a little?
Well, yeah, that's the main thing that we're trying to do. We have a lot of games at home. We have to take advantage of it, like we've been talking for this whole second half of the year. But we have some real tough games. These next 5 games are against very tough opponents. We have New Jersey, and they're going to come in here trying to take care of business. So we just have to be focused.
With everything that's changed on this team and the way you guys have gone this year, is it kind of obliterated what happened the last 3 years that you were here, where things obviously didn't go very well?
Well, yeah, I still remember it, but it's kind of easy to forget. It's been a struggle since I've been here. That raised a lot of questions why I signed my extension here, but I always believed that we were going to be winners, and everybody's been working hard in order to do that. So I think we're going to get a lot better than what we are now, like I said before.
Chris, do you think teams are still sleeping on you guys, or are you actually now not able to sleep on anyone? They know when you're coming in now that this is a different team.
Well, I think people know we're a different team now. People looking at us, we don't look like an intimidating team right off the bat, but we move the ball well, we share the ball well, and we get a lot of open shots, and we have shooters who can knock those open shots down. So, we just do the right things that get us wins.
Is it different for you than as a player, where maybe as much as guys around the league know how good you are, even you, because of being on a team that was struggling, might have flown under the radar? But now, talking about an all-star, a starter, a guy who's averaging a double-double, does it make your game harder too, because people are gunning for you, playing different defenses against you?
Well, people have been gunning for me. I'm kind of used to that. I just have to, be prepared to face that every night. I've been getting double-teamed for 3 years now, and, it's just, it's a lot easier. Well, it's not easier, it's just, I'm just making the right plays. My teammates make it a lot easier, Do
you find you get more respect from the officials? The better the team is, the better you get?
The respect's been the same. I've been getting to the line quite a bit for the past 2 years, and I think it can be a lot more this year.
Do you get respect Sunday?
I don't know. I haven't watched the film. Those are good officials. I'm sure they saw something I didn't see. Upton Brand is a big, strong guy, so, when he bodies you, it's kind of tough.
Chris, you're going up against another big, strong guy in Dwight tomorrow. What are the challenges of playing a guy like that?
Well, he's relentless on the offensive and defensive glass. He's just a monster rebounder of the basketball. He plays above the rim the whole game. He's going to use his wide frame. He knows how to use it, and, we just have to stay in between him and the basket and do a good job of keeping him off the boards.
A lot of people mention that you and him are basically the two forwards who are going to carry this conference for the next 10 years. Do you maybe get a little amped up to play him?
Oh, yeah, I've been getting amped up to play Dwight. You know, he's from the Atlanta area, and that time he was coming up, I was at Georgia Tech. So, you know, I didn't get to see him play, but I heard a lot about him. And, you know, we're good friends now, but, you know, when we get on the court, it's always a different story. You know, he loves to compete, I love to compete, and, you know, we play hard.
Did you get to know him while you in the World Championships?
Yeah,
Is that
USA.
What are your impressions of him?
He's just a good guy. You know, he's well-spoken. He plays hard. He's dedicated to his craft. And, you know, he's just an athlete. He just plays as hard as he can, and he's a very smart basketball player. He knows what he can do.
You used to say that Ethan Thomas was the strongest guy in the league. Where's Dwight rank?
He's probably one and a half.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
he's right behind him, man. He's to be so young, he's a big, strong guy.
Yeah, well, his shoulders pop. It's kind of like everything is just cut.
Yeah, he's just a freak, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So lot's been being made right now about how unselfish this team is. Do you find, like, does it affect you too? Like, are you more willing to are you sharing the ball more than you ever have this year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I used to get frustrated when people double team me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hope they double team me because, you know, we got Garbo, Anthony Parker, or Jose Calderon spotted up in the corner, and you know, people don't want that. You don't. I mean, it's either 2 points or 3 points. You know, you take your choice.